Hello, this is Transformers fan G138 with a video review of Rodimus from Transformers Energon. Originally packaged as Rodimus, but he is very close as far as a Rodimus Prime version. He's not really Hot Rod. He is very legitimately supposed to represent Rodimus Prime, where the other Rodimuses Hasbro's released have been incarnations of Hot Rod rather than Rodimus. So I like it for that reason, and he has always been a stand-in for Rodimus Prime in my Classics line until I got the Protector add-on set that turned Classics Hot Rod into Rodimus Prime. So, I'll get into the figure a little bit more here. So he's got traditional flames on his chest, and I really like the gold paint. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, he definitely looks like Rodimus. He's got even the correct head. I mean, he legitimately looks like he could be Rodimus. The wings here are a little but again, wasn't designed to be Classics version. He was designed as a Transformers Energon character. So, anyway, he comes with a missile launching gun. It fires pretty well, surprisingly, how long the missile has been in there. You know, compresses the spring, and the spring doesn't tend to want to work after a while. But basically the missile is kind of like supposed to be like flames. It's got the flame texture on it. You probably can't see it in the video, but it does have that texture. But the gun is basically translucent. I preferred dark plastic, but it's supposed to be a Energon weapon. So, I don't really like it. It's kind of supposed to be like a jet engine too in vehicle mode, but you know, I have here so I don't lose it. But for the most part, I don't like it in vehicle mode. It doesn't store well. But so basically the figure has several points of articulation. He's got ball and socket joints here on his shoulders, so he can rotate them up and around, and all these weird angles. And then he's got an elbow joint that's also ball and socket, and that's all for the arm movement you have. His head's on a ball and socket joint, but the way it's designed here to be part of a combine mode, because all the deluxe classes from Energon have combiner modes, and this would be one of them. So you can't turn his head too far, but you can look down. You can't even really look up too much, but he doesn't have a lot of range of motion there. His legs, some of the movement is actually blocked by this panel here, so you can't go up unless you bend this up and out a little bit. Then you can get a little more motion, but it looks kind of strange. He does have knee joints here, and I mean, he looks nice on a shelf, just he's kind of frustrating to like sit down and play with. Like, I keep popping his arm off. But if you don't like the gun, but you still want to give him a weapon, you can actually take his hand and flop it to be like, it's supposed to be like a jet turbine engine, you know, jet propelled truck, right? So you can kind of use it as a gun. It kind of resembles the guns that Base uses out of the Mega Man NT Warrior series, the Mega Man Battle Network game. If you've ever played those, it does resemble it, and that's why I kind of use it like this. So that's basically the robot mode. So we'll get this in vehicle mode and talk about that. Okay, so here he is in vehicle mode, but before I get into that, I do want to talk about the transformation. I usually stay away from it because I just generally take a little bit longer transforming these just to make sure I don't break them than most reviewers do. So this one does have a very easy transformation, and it's not too bad to figure out. So that has that going for it. But okay, so here he is. He's kind of like a jet-powered truck, like I mentioned before. And he's got this trailer hitch here. And I don't know, because I never got the Energon Optimus Prime, if the Optimus Prime trailer can actually clip on that or not. I just don't know. But there is a trailer hitch there for some reason. And that could be it. Another possibility is I never got the Omega Supreme from this line either, and I do want to track that down at some point, but it's possible it does there too. I don't know. If anybody does know, please leave a comment down below, because I'd love to know. I like the Transformers just as much as the toy, as knowing the information about them. It's just kind of very fun to know. So, as far as the rest of the vehicle goes, he's got the flames here on the hood. Basically, these were his legs. That looks nice. It folds up really nicely on the bottom. And you really can't tell that's a robot, which is really nice, actually, because some of these, you literally see the robot in the bottom, and it's just shell. This one's really nice. It's one of those things I like in both modes, but I don't necessarily like playing around with. He's got like the spoiler. Mine's a little loose here due to just playing with it as a kid. But he's got a mini-con port here. Yeah, you can connect Jolt to it for that spinny thing that Hotshot had in Armada. But this one's designed for the missile launcher. And it's got a peg hole here that actually fits a mini-con port. Over a mini-con port, and it's off-centered so that the gun itself can be centered over the center, so it's like an extra jet engine. So, yep, that's fun. Again, it's designed to look like, the missile is designed to look like a jet, flames coming out of the back of a jet. So that's pretty neat. The handle here also that he holds onto in the beginning, I didn't mention this, but it is itself a mini-con port, so you can literally clip this on the bottom of mini-con, or you know, like I think there's a plain mini-con that has a nice thing that you can attach that to add as an extra jet, or this or that. And you can plug, the cool thing with the Energon weapons is it's not exclusive to the Transformer himself. You can go and combine all of these you want to the other Transformers, and that's kind of nifty. So that's enough about that, and basically I want to point out the fact that it has the Autobot symbol here, the combiner symbol, as well as the Autobot logo in the sphere here that Energon parts fit on. I actually think I have one of those right around here. It's blue. It's the blue rarefied version, I guess, from the combiner section of the show. I didn't watch it too long because I just did not like the show at all. I found it really, really boring and really, really annoying. But that fits right over the that's where these weapons would activate and such. So that's kind of neat. I mean, it's an interesting gimmick, but unlike the mini-cons, they didn't activate any powers. They didn't activate any flip-out things, which I'm not complaining about because that's okay. Nothing does need to flip out on this guy. He's very nice the way he is. But I just found this kind of like a weak gimmick. Really. It really kind of is just a plain weak gimmick. It's nifty, but that's as far as it goes. So that's pretty much all I have for the transform himself. He rolls fairly nice. He's very low to the ground like many other Transformers, but there's nothing that hangs down like the Optimus Primes from Generations. There's nothing that hangs down like any painted faceplates or anything. It has clearance. It's perfectly clear under there. It's just really low to the ground. So that's that. And if you have any more requests for any of my collection from my collection video, please feel free to ask, and I will try to get the reviews done. I have quite a long list to go. On reviews, I still have Review the Shield Lugnut to do, and a couple more classics, and a couple of big guys too. So that's that. Hope to see you watching my videos. See ya.